गायक गीता पधान पद्य विभो सांब सदा शिव शंभो शंकर शरणं मे तव चरणयुगम् हा हा हू हू मुकसुर गायक गीता पधान पद्य विभो सांब सदा शिव शंभो शंकर शरणं मे तव चरणयुगम् हा हा हू हू मुकसुर गायक गीता पधान पद्य विभो हा हा हू हू मुकसुर गायक गीता पधान पद्य विभो सांब सदा शिव शंभो शंकर शरणं मे तव चरणयुगम् सांब सदा शिव शंभो शंकर शरणं मे तव चरणयुगम् हर हर शंकर शिव शिव शंकर 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 शंभो शंकर शंभो शंकर शंभो शंकर शंभो शंकर शिव शिव शंकर शिव शिव शंकर शिव शिव शंकर शिव शिव शंकर नित्य 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 शंकर
नित्यानन्दाय नमः गुरुवे चरणं नित्य गुरुवे चरणं 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 सप्तगिरीश्वरा नित्यानन्द नित्यानन्द श्री वेंकटेश्वरा नित्यानन्द नित्यानन्द अरुणगिरीश्वरा नित्यानन्द नित्यानन्द अरुणाचलेश्वरा नित्यानन्द 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 नित्यनिधीश्वर नित्यानन्द 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 नित्यशक्तुर् नित्यानन्द श्रीमातृरूपेण नित्यानन्द नित्यानन्द पाण्ड्य महादेवी नित्यानन्द नित्यानन्द मीनाक्षी अवतारा नित्यानन्द नित्यानन्द अर्धनारीश्वरा नित्यानन्द 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 नित्यनिधीश्वर नित्यानन्द 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 नित्यशक्तुर् नित्यानन्द करुणामय मूर्ति नित्यानन्द नित्यानन्द कमलालय कीर्ति नित्यानन्द नित्यानन्द आनन्द परशान्ति नित्यानन्द नित्यानन्द आत्मालय कान्ति नित्यानन्द 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 नित्यनिधीश्वर नित्यानन्द 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 नित्यशक्तुर् नित्यानन्द हरिहर सागर नित्यानन्द अमृत शेखर नित्यानन्द द्वैताद्वैत नित्यानन्द त्रिगुणातीत नित्यानन्द 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 नित्यनिधीश्वर नित्यानन्द नित्यशक्तुर् नित्यानन्द पूरणकारण आगमधारण पूरणकारण आगमधारण आदिगुरुनाथ श्री चतुर्वेद सर्वसंरक्षक सन्मार्गनायक महाभावेन लिंगोद्भवेन आनन्दरूपेण नित्यानन्द 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 त्यागराज शाह नित्यानन्द नित्यानन्द नित्यनिधीश्वर नित्यानन्द
त्रिलोचनाय भस्माङ्गरागाय माहेश्वराय नागेन्द्रहाराय त्रिलोचनाय भस्माङ्गरागाय माहेश्वराय नित्याय शुद्धाय दिगम्बराय तस्मै नकाराय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय मन्दाकिनी सलिल चन्दन चर्चिताय नन्दीश्वर प्रमथनाथ महेश्वराय मन्दाकिनी सलिल चन्दन चर्चिताय नन्दीश्वर प्रमथनाथ महेश्वराय मन्दार पुष्प बहु पुष्प सुपूजिताय तस्मै मकाराय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय शिवाय गौरी वदनारविन्द सूर्याय दक्षाध्वरनाशकाय श्रीनीलकण्ठाय वृषध्वजाय तस्मै शिकाराय नमः शिवाय तस्मै शिकाराय नमः शिवाय तस्मै शिकाराय नमः शिवाय तस्मै शिकाराय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय वसिष्ठकुम्भोद्भव गौतमार्य मुनीन्द्रदेवार्चितशेखराय वसिष्ठकुम्भोद्भव गौतमार्य मुनीन्द्रदेवार्चितशेखराय चन्द्रकवैश्वरलोचनाय तस्मै वकाराय नमः शिवाय तस्मै वकाराय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय यक्षस्वरूपाय जडधराय यक्षस्वरूपाय जडधराय पीनाकहस्ताय सनातनाय पीनाकहस्ताय सनातनाय दिव्याय देवाय दिगम्बराय दिव्याय देवाय दिगम्बराय तस्मै यकाराय नमः शिवाय तस्मै यकाराय नमः शिवाय 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 पञ्चाक्षरमिदं पुण्यं यः पठे शिवसन्निधौ शिवलोकमवाप्नोति शिवेन सह मोदते शिवेन सह मोदते
मम माता जनकोऽपि त्वं मम रात्रिं दिवसत्वं
कालभैरवाय नमः
जगदादिस्त्वम् अन्तस्त्वं
हे जगत्कारण
मम सङ्घर्षत्वं पूर्णत्वं
हे फलप्रदाः
मम भूमिराकाशत्वं नित्यानन्दा मम सर्वस्वं नित्यानन्दा मम सर्वस्वं मम सर्वस्वम्
सरी री रे 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 गा 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 म ग म ग म प ग म प म ग म ग रे सा नि सा 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 सरी रे 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 गा 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 म ग म ग म प सरी नि स द नि सरी ग रि म ग प म द प नि द नि प द म प द नि नि द द प प म म माता जनकोऽपि त्वं यन्नम्मयप्पने रात्रिं दिवसत्वं कालभैरवाय नमः
जगदादिस्त्वम् अन्तस्त्वम्
हे जगत्कारण
मम सङ्घर्षत्वं पूर्णत्वम्
हे फलप्रदाता
मम भूमिराकाशत्वम् नित्यानन्दा मम सर्वस्वम् नित्यानन्दा मम सर्वस्वम्
सनातन धर्म के उधार सकल जग दुख दैत्य संहार तुझे जो टोके वो अपने मरण स्मरण कर लेना उनकी आचरण सहन करेंगे तू अपनी जन्म कारण पूरी
कर ले तेरे शरण शरण में आए हम साथ तेरे हैं हम मम माता जनकोऽपि त्वम् मम माता जनकोऽपि त्वम् मम माता जनकोऽपि त्वम् नित्यानन्दा मम सर्वस्वम् नित्यानन्दा मम सर्वस्वम् नित्यानन्दा मम सर्वस्वम् मम सर्वस्वम् मम सर्वस्वम्
नित्येश्वरा हरि नित्येश्वरा नित्येश्वरा हरि नित्येश्वरा मूषिकवाहना मङ्गलदायक गौरीनन्दना नित्यपुरीश नित्येश्वरा हरि नित्येश्वरा नित्येश्वरा हरि नित्येश्वरा मुक्तिप्रदायक विघ्नविनाशक सिद्धिविनायक नित्यपुरीश नित्येश्वरा हरि नित्येश्वरा नित्येश्वरा हरि नित्येश्वरा गंगाधर हरा हे परमेश्वर जय जगदीश्वरा नित्यपुरीश नित्येश्वरा हरि नित्येश्वरा नित्येश्वरा हरि नित्येश्वरा शिव शक्तीश्वर श्रीशैलेश्वर शंभो शंकरा नित्यपुरीश नित्येश्वरा हरि नित्येश्वरा नित्येश्वरा हरि नित्येश्वरा माधव मुरहर मधुर मनोहर गिरिधर नागरा नित्यपुरीश नित्येश्वरा हरि नित्येश्वरा नित्येश्वरा हरि नित्येश्वरा अभयप्रदायक आनन्ददायक भक्त उदाहरणा नित्येश्वरा हरि नित्येश्वरा हे मधुसूदना भवभयभञ्जना मङ्गलपावना नित्यपुरीश नित्येश्वरा हरि नित्येश्वरा नित्येश्वरा हरि नित्येश्वरा नर्दन सुन्दर नटन मनोहर करुणसागर नित्यपुरीश नित्येश्वरा हरि नित्येश्वरा नित्येश्वरा हरि नित्येश्वरा जगदोदाहरण कृष्ण जनार्दन परमदयागना नित्यपुरीश नित्येश्वरा हरि नित्य
श्रीकैलासोन्नतद्वादशान्तश्यामलापीठारूढ श्रीमीनाक्षि सुन्दरेश्वरा भिन्नस्वरूप परशिवपुत्ररत्न कुमार गुरुमण्यतुल्यावतार श्रीपार्वतीस्तन्यपानलब्धदिव्यज्ञान विश्रुतसकलनिगमागमसारभूतद्राविडवेदप्रवक्त्रे श्रीमत्परमशिवकरुणासमधिगतमुक्तामयचतुरश्रयान् गीयमान छत्रचामर श्रीचिह्नकाहलादिसमस्तबिरदावल्यलङ्कृत ज्ञानविज्ञानचक्रवर्ती सर्वजनसङ्घसद्यो निर्वाणदीक्षाव्ययापवर्गवर्ष विश्राण जीमूत परमतकलभकेसरी शैवसिद्धान्तस्थापनाचार्य श्रीराजाधिराज पाण्ड्यमहाराज गुरु क्षपणशाक्यादिमहान्धकारनिवारणज्ञानभानु वीक्षणानर्हार्हध्वजोच्छेदनपूर्वक श्रीमद्वृषभध्वजस्थापक शैवसमयकर्त्रे सर्वज्ञपीठारूढ श्रीजगद्गुरु श्रीज्ञानसम्बन्धदेशिकस्वामि वागीशसुन्दरमाणिक्यवाचकस्वामिनाम् अवतारभूत श्रीज्ञानसम्बन्धस्वामि पुनरुद्धृत श्यामलापीठ सर्वज्ञपीठ त्रिनवत्युत्तरद्विशततम गुरुमहासन्निधान अरुणगिरियोगीश्वर परम्परागत अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञपीठ गुरुमहासन्निधान कैलास परम्परागत काञ्ची कैलास सर्वज्ञपीठ त्रयस्त्रिंशदुत्तरद्विशततम गुरुमहासन्निधान नित्योत्सव नित्यमङ्गल नित्यकल्याण नित्यरजित कैलास परम्परागत आदिकैलास नित्यानन्दपीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासनपीठकर्तः साक्षात् श्रीपरमशिव समुद्भूत कैलास परम्परागत वैवस्वतमनु इक्ष्वाकु हरिश्चन्द्र भगीरथ श्रीरामचन्द्र शूरसेन इत्यादि अनवच्छिन्न सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ति परम्परागत चतुष्षष्टि योगिनी मण्डित चतुष्षष्टि सम्प्रदाय प्रवर्तक मनुधर्मशासन सूर्यवंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञपीठ सुराङ्गी साम्राज्य मूर्धाभिषिक्त चूडामणे साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाणिपीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामण्डलेश्वर साक्षात् श्री परमशिव सिंहासनाभिषिक्त समस्तगणनायक श्रीमहागणपतिसमारम्भ अनवच्छिन्नपीठाधीश्वर गुरुपरम्परा प्राप्त अटलपीठ अष्टोत्तरसहस्र श्री अटलपीठाधीश्वर धर्ममुक्तिस्वर्गपुरस्वर्णपीठ त्रयोविंश गुरुमहासन्निधान कैलासपरम्परागत आदिपीठ सर्वज्ञपीठ जगद्गुरो श्रीकैलास पुनरुद्धारक श्रीकैलासपरमाचार्य श्रीमत्परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्यवर्य सच्चिदानन्द प्रणवस्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ श्रीमज्जगद्गुरु श्रीलश्री भगवच्छ्री नित्यानन्द परमशिव श्री ज्ञानसम्बन्ध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिन् अत्रागत्य परिपाल्य च अस्मान् विज्ञानवितरणेन विजयी भव जय जय।
I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Mahasada Shiva. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nityananda. I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Mahasada Shiva. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda
Yes. Nityanandam. So we welcome all the participants back after this amazing, powerful darshan by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in the form of Sada Nritta Murthy, the form of Nataraja. And after receiving this powerful initiation from Swamiji, it is the time for us to immediately get ready for the power manifestation session. Most of you must be knowing that the context for doing the power manifestation session immediately after the darshan is that intense energy that is flowing in our system after we receive the Shakti Pada, the initiation from Swamiji. For that energy to settle in our system permanently, to become bolted in our muscle memory and bio memory, it is essential for us to immediately enter into the power manifestation so that the same cognitions, the same initiation which Swamiji has given us, they become part of our system and we start radiating them from that moment onwards. So let's now get ready for the power manifestation. So today we are manifesting the powers related to the third eye, the extraordinary power of the third eye. Okay, so in this round in particular, we will be manifesting the power of decreasing the temperature of the partner remotely. Okay, which means we are going to manifest this power with another person remotely, not there physically with you. So it could be any of your friends. You can call your friends, ask them if they can spare 2 minutes of their time and you can manifest the power with them, or any other person, acquaintance, anyone who is interested. Or if you cannot find anyone at this moment, you can even pair up with someone in the Zoom so that you can manifest the power with them. Okay, so let's quickly get ready with our partners. You can reach out to people, start reaching out and pair up with someone so that we can start with the power manifestation. So meanwhile, as you are getting ready with your partners, let's have a look at the Shastra Pramana, the scriptural evidence for this power. So the scriptural evidence for this power is taken from Shiva Sutras, the Sutra 15, which says, Ichha Shakti Uma Kumari. Ichha Shakti Uma Kumari. The translation for this goes as, in this verse, Bhagavan Paramashiva says, his will is the energy of Shiva and it is called Uma, the independent power of Paramashiva, and it is called Kumari, the cosmic energy that plays. So that Ichha Shakti, the power of the will, it is the independent power of Paramashiva, and it is the cosmic energy, the Devi, Uma, Devi Parvati, means the Paramashiva Shakti, who is the source of the entire creation. So she is the manifestation of this Ichha Shakti, the power of our will. So from that power of our will, we can manifest all the Shaktis, all the powers, which are the manifestation of Paramashiva Shakti, Parashakti Devi, divine feminine consciousness herself. So here Paramashiva beautifully gives the context of how to manifest these powers, the space to hold the powerful cognition, to hold for manifesting these powers. So hopefully you're all now ready to manifest the powers. I request all the participants to please turn on your cameras during these sessions. Some participants still have their cameras turned on. Please turn on your cameras so that we can enter into the power manifestation. You can also be ready to record your video while you're manifesting the power so that it forms as Sakshi Pramana, your evidence that you have yourself manifested this power, which you can then share with others as well to enrich them, to inspire them. Okay, so let's now get ready with the power manifestation. So if you have a Jnananjana, that is that the energized sacred eyeliner blessed by Swamiji, if you have Jnananjana, put the Jnananjana here in your on your Agnya Chakra, where the seat of the third eye resides. If you don't have Jnananjana, it's fine. Now, record the temperature of your partner's body before the power manifestation begins. So you can ask your partner to take the initial measurement of the temperature of their body. They can use a thermometer. If in case they don't have a thermometer, they can they can have a more of a proxy measurement using the tip of the fingers. They can keep in the places where it is sensitive areas where we can it is used even by doctors to check the temperature of the body. So you can take that measurement in case you don't have a thermometer, but preferably you can use a thermometer so that we have a precise reading which we can then later on compare and verify. So let's quickly take the initial measurement. Partner on whom you are going to manifest the power. Let's quickly get ready with the initial measurement before we start the power manifestation. We request all the participants to please involve in the power manifestation sessions. In fact, all the sessions. It is your involvement which is going to be the main factor in the benefits that you're going to receive in this program. It is all based on your involvement, your intensity, your sincerity. Because Swamiji is like an infinite source, isn't like an ocean. How much you can draw depends on your intensity. Okay, so let's be intense, let's be involved, let's keep on interacting. If you have any doubts, any questions, you can ask. We'll be more than happy to clarify. All right, so hopefully you're ready with your partner's initial reading of the temperature of their body. So let's now start the power manifestation. In this, the goal is to reduce the temperature of their body, and then we will take another reading to verify. Now sit straight, keeping your head, neck and spine in a straight line. Bring your awareness in between your eyebrows. Visualize Swamiji in your third eye. Start chanting the Mahavakya, Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Intensely from your navel, start chanting loudly. Let it vibrate in your body. Invoke the space of oneness with Swamiji. With a space of deep devotion and surrender, request him to manifest through you. And from that space of oneness, while you're chanting the Mahavakya, hold the declaration, consciously declare with the power of the will to change the temperature of your partner, to decrease the temperature of the body of your partner. And throughout the power manifestation, while you're chanting the Mahavakya, holding that space of oneness, keep this sankalpa, keep this intention, the strong conscious intention, hold this intention of decreasing the temperature of their body. Okay, so let's now be ready, start chanting the Mahavakya, and let the power manifestation begin.
Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nityananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda.
Yes. You may all now relax. So let us now take the second measurement of the temperature, the body temperature of your partner. You can ask your partner to take the second reading so that we can verify the power manifestation. So let's quickly get the second reading. And once you have the second reading, you can share your observations, your experiences in the chat, how the power manifestation went, what you experienced, what you observed, did you manifest. Please share in the Zoom chat. Some participants have started sharing. Mahabhairava Jnana Swarupini is saying, I feel better, I feel relaxed. Great, wonderful. Because every power manifestation brings that intense energy of Swamiji, that energy of oneness starts flowing through us, through our system. So it definitely has that effect of unclutching us, of bringing completion in our inner space. So we always end up feeling well, feeling charged up, feeling powerful. All these are the effects of power manifestation. Yes, other participants also. Please share your experiences, especially related to the temperature. Were you able to reduce the temperature, body temperature of your partner? And even you have any doubts, any questions, feel free to share, feel free to ask. Because power manifestation has to be a celebration, it has to be joy. Because this is the moment when we get the opportunity to manifest Swamiji, to radiate him. So, expressing deep gratitude towards Swamiji for giving us this opportunity to experience oneness with him, because that is all power manifestation really is. It's not about getting this result or that result. Ultimately, it's about celebrating, enjoying that space of oneness with him. And he manifests when he has to manifest. He manifests. Yes. So you keep posting your comments, your experiences, and meanwhile others can visit their social media platforms. You can Start enriching people on your social media. Enrich as many people, share your experience, post your experience on social media. Invite as many people as you can for Paramashivoham, the upcoming season that is going to start just in a couple of days. So you can share the link, bringing them to Paramashivoham, making them register. They can start coming from these glimpses itself and get a taste of what this is all about. And once they are in, they are going to receive all the benefits, especially when it comes to having the avatar himself in their life, Swamiji himself in their life as their guru, and bringing immense transformation in their life, in all dimensions of their life. So enrich the people, share your experiences on social media and even otherwise. Talk to people, enrich them. You can even ask them to become Kailasa-vasis now that Swamiji has opened Kailasa for everyone. So if they're interested, they can join, they can come to Kailasa, live in this ecosystem, beautiful ecosystem, where we can live an authentic Hindu lifestyle as Paramashiva himself has revealed in Vedas and Agamas and prescribed for all human beings. And they can live that authentically without any fear, without any interference, without any obstruction. Okay, so this brings us to the end of this power manifestation session. So even if you have any other queries, any doubts, feel free to post. We'll be more than happy to answer any of your questions. Okay, Ma Anupama Menon is saying, I feel healing of my Mooladhara Chakra and curing of all illnesses inflicting me in the associated area, including uterine prolapse, urinary congestion, schizia. Okay, pistachia and piles. All right, great, Ma. So that's wonderful, actually. If you're feeling that healing effect and the healing is happening, that's an immense success and a manifestation, I would say. So congratulations for having this breakthrough, experiencing this breakthrough through the power manifestation. Definitely Swamiji's energy is flowing through you, is blessing you, and he is healing you. And that is the effect. It's thank you for sharing with all the other participants, letting them know that yes, intense healing is what many of us, in fact most of us, are experiencing when we intensely take part in these sessions, make ourselves available to Swamiji, because it is he who is doing everything. But all it boils down for us to do is to make ourselves available to him, say yes to him intensely, so that he can do the magic that he does. Okay, and literally just he flowing through us is all it takes, and everything gets taken care of. Be it physical healing, be it mental healing, be it spiritual breakthroughs, be it success in your life, in any area of your life, anything it be. So that is the beauty of being with Swamiji, being his disciple. So you are always protected, you are taken care of, and he makes sure that you experience completion in your life in all the areas. Wonderful, Ma. Thank you so much for sharing. All right, so we will move on to the next segment. If anyone of you has anything else to share, you can please feel free to post it in the group chat. So we'll definitely attend to it after the next section. Yes. So let's now get ready for the next segment. It is going to be a video by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, where he's going to throw light on the aspect of listening, revealing higher truths, sacred secrets on the art of listening. Okay, so please come to the space of listening, because this is the revelation from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism on listening itself. So please sit straight and let's watch the video.
I'm talking to you. Is today's title. The title In Vedanta, in the Eastern spiritual science, the first step for spiritual growth is Shravana. That's a beautiful Sanskrit word. Shravana means listening. Nothing else, just listening. Actually, when I started reading few Vedantic scriptures, I started thinking, how could this be? How could a person grow spiritually just by listening? And again, when Buddha starts, he also starts with an idea, right listening. First thing he says is right listening. And again in the modern day, one of the great enlightened master, J. Krishnamurti, he says, just by listening you can become enlightened, you can achieve the goal. You can realize your potentiality, you can realize your soul just by listening. Again and again, all the masters are insisting on listening. Let me explain the idea of Shravana. Shravana is not just listening, it is taking the whole thing. We can't translate the idea of Shravana just with the word listening. See, you are listening thousands of things. Now that you are listening the child's crying also. Somewhere she is crying, creating some sound. You are listening, but you are not taking in. Taking things in is totally different. Listening is totally different. When I say, listen, I am talking to you, I want you to take in or just drink. When Jesus says, drink me, eat me, he means just listen to the words intensely. The intense listening itself can liberate you. And there is a beautiful saying or sutra in a Upanishad. Upanishad means it's a basic scripture for Vedanta, for Eastern religions. All Eastern religions are born out of Upanishad only, whether it is Buddhism or Jainism or Sikhism or Hinduism, everything is born out of Upanishads. Upanishad is the basic scripture out of which everything has come out. Shaivism, Vaishnavism, Hinduism, whatever you think Eastern religions, including Taoism, all Eastern religions are outcome of the Upanishads. The Upanishad, there is a beautiful saying. The Guru says towards the disciple, that art thou, that art thou, that art thou, means Tattvamasi, Tattvamasi, Tattvamasi. You are that, 9 times, and disciple becomes enlightened. That's all. Nothing else. Just right listening. Right listening can do so much. Let me first explain what is wrong listening. Then you will be able to understand what I mean by the word right listening. Only when you understand what is wrong listening, you will be able to understand what is right listening. Listening without inner chattering. If you can just listen without inner chattering, usually when I speak, when you are hearing, just see what all the process you are doing. You will be taking notes. I always tell people, the person who takes notes, he misses the discourse now and after both. I tell you, people ask me, Swamiji, I forget what to do, that's why I am taking notes. See, will you forget your name? When people ask you your name, you don't forget. Because it is a basic thing for your life. Same way, the truth which I am speaking is basic thing for your life. If it is going to help you, it will be in your memory. If you forget, better you forget it. The earlier you forget, better for you. If it is not going to help you, naturally, you will not remember. If you really feel connected towards this truth, you cannot forget. And all you need to do is how to make yourself feel connected with this truth, that's all. If you don't feel connected, even if you take notes, please be very clear, it is not going to help you. And I have seen people continuously taking notes. And then it will be lying there in their house. When they shift home or when they clean their house, it will be there. Oh, they will take it and dust it and see. Oh, from India one young Swami came, all that notes. Put it in the dustbin, that's all. You will spend all your time taking notes just to put it in the dustbin. That is what usually things happen only in this way. First thing, if it is truth, if at all it is going to help you, never bother about taking notes. Simply it will penetrate your being. It will penetrate your being. The truth has got such a power, so much of effort. It can heal you and transform you. You don't need to remember it. That will remember you. Satya means which you don't need to remember, which is. See, the moment you try to remember, please be very clear, it is not truth. For example, do you try to remember, do you take notes how to sit on a chair? No. You know it, how the chair will be and how you are supposed to sit. It is a truth for you. So anything becomes truth. You don't have to take notes to remember it. Try only to feel connected to what I say. Never try to take notes. When you try to take notes, you miss the present for the sake of future. And one more thing. My words are such. It's so powerful. It comes always with energy. The words are not dead words. It's from experience. So if you just allow these words to work on you, that is enough. In the early times, the only sadhana, means the spiritual practice the disciples will do is they will just sit with Guru. Guru will continuously speak. That is why the Upanishad means literally sitting, that's all. It doesn't mean anything else. Sitting. Upanishad means the literal translation of that Sanskrit word is sitting. The disciples are just supposed to sit in the presence of the master and he will continuously speak. That's all. You don't need to do anything because the words have got so much power. The words of the master is words from experience, words from enlightenment. It has got power. You don't need to do anything. Just the words will do everything. It's almost like an operation. Master sits, disciples are sitting. Just the words. The whole personality, our whole mental setup of disciple is rearranged and organized, elevated to the different consciousness, to the different level. Simple words of the master is more than enough. It can do miracles on your being. All you need to do is just sit with a relaxed mind. Never even bother that you should be able to remember all these things. The moment you start thinking, I should remember all these things, you have created pressure in you. Over. The stress, the pressure, that is enough, you will forget everything. The moment you create the pressure, I should remember you. Or the moment you create the pressure, you should remember whatever is said, whatever is explained here. Only your conscious mind will listen to me. Your being will never listen to me. Never create that pressure. Just sit. in a very playful way. Think, if at all I understand, I understand. Otherwise it's okay. When you sit and chat with your friend, do you think, oh, I should take notes, I should not forget all these things? No. You don't take notes. You don't think that I should remember everything. No. You sit in a very casual way, but you never forget the words of your friends. Why? You feel connected. The words go into your being. See, you never take notes. You never sit with attention. I should remember all the words, whatever he says. You never sit. There is no intention. But all the words uttered by your friends, you simply remember. Because there is no pressure. Again, now I tell you, don't create pressure in your being. Don't create pressure in your being. Don't think you should remember all these words later on. Don't think you should take notes. Don't think I'm giving you some knowledge. Actually, if you have a little bit of intelligence, you'll be able to understand. Every day I'm speaking the same thing. I tell you, I'm telling the open business secret. I'm speaking the same thing. Just I'm playing with words, that's all. Nothing else. I can't speak anything else. There is nothing else to be told. All I can say is only one or two things. Just be beyond mind, be beyond thoughts. These are the one or two things I can say. I tell the same thing in a different way. People think there are so many books, oh Swamiji has spoken so many things. It is not true. I speak only one thing. Same thing I am speaking in a different way. Maybe I change stories, that's all. I change my jokes, that's all. Otherwise, truth is same. I am speaking the same thing. Not only last 2 years, even if I speak 20 more years, not 20, 40 more years, I speak also, I am going to speak the same thing only. I will be speaking the same thing only. The very words have got tremendous power. First thing, you don't have to think. You don't have to bother. I should remember all these things. If at all you really feel connected, you will not be able to forget it. You will not be able to forget it. Vivekananda says beautifully. If your heart book opens, you don't need any other book. If your heart book doesn't open, no book can help you. If your heart book doesn't open, if your hridaya or if your being doesn't open, no book can help you. If it opens, you don't need any book. Both the way you don't need book. Same way, if your heart feels connected to me, you don't need to take notes. Because whatever I say will simply go into your being, will become your being, will become your life, will become your blood. It will start vibrating in your being. You will not be able to forget. Simply you can't do anything. And try to go against it, you will not be able to go. In our meditation camps, many people after the camp they come and tell me, Swamiji, what have you done to me? I am not able to smoke now. I am not able to drink. I am not able to do what I used to do usually. What has happened to me? I am living in a different way. I tell them simply, I don't tell anything. It's not that I give them instruction. The alchemy process is such, the meditation has got so much of power. And the words of the master is so powerful, simply you can't help it. Simply your whole being will follow. It's like you are put on the track. You can't do anything else. So if at all you feel connected, you don't need to take notes. Because you'll be able to remember everything. If you don't feel connected, again you don't need notes, because notes is not going to help you. If you don't feel connected, even if you take notes and take it to the home, it's not going to help you. Because when the words are heard directly from the master, it has got power behind it. And I tell you one thing, many people try to tell me, Swamiji, why not let me listen your audio CDs? Let me listen your DVDs. I won't be able to come to the ASP. Why don't you initiate me as a healer? They want to become healer. They tell me, no, I can't come to the 2 days weekend workshop. I'll just see your DVD. I'll just see your audio CD. Please initiate me. I tell them, still we have not discovered method to give remote control healing initiation. We don't know this remote healing or postal initiation. Only when you sit in front, the words will play. Words will have such an impact on you. It will play such a major role in your transformation because the words have got power. Words have got energy. When you listen to the audio CD or through books, you will understand what I say, but you will not be able to realize what I mean. Understanding what I say is different, realizing what I mean is different. That is why in Sanskrit we use a beautiful word called mantra. Mantra is not a discourse. Whenever it comes from an enlightened person, it is called mantra. When it comes from a normal person, it is called pravachana. Pravachana is different, mantra is different. Whenever anything comes from master, it is called mantra. And one more thing, in mantra, you can't even alter the grammatical mistakes. The master does some grammar mistakes. You can't alter. It is called Ashat Prayoga. Even his mistakes are accepted. Whatever language he uses, that is the language. You can't alter even a pronouncing method in mantras because the very expression has got the power. Very expression has got the power. And one more thing, when you listen to a mantra, you can't have a judging mind. And if you listen without judging mind, whatever you listen will become a mantra for you. If you can just sit and listen without a judging mind, anything can transform your life. Not only my discourse. Even a sound of a bamboo can transform your life. I should tell you a beautiful story. In Zen, there is something called Zen koans. The masters call the disciples and give them one word and ask them to meditate on it. It's almost like a puzzle. One small cone. The master will call the disciple and tell the disciple, go and find out what is the sound of one hand clapping. Sound of one hand clapping. How can you create a sound by one hand? The disciple will be asked to meditate on it. This guy, what he can do? He will sit. Whatever answer he comes and gives, he will have a blow because it will not be right answer. And Zen masters used to beat also. They will not just say, they used to beat. And whatever they come and say, the disciple comes and says, it will be wrong. Once a disciple is fed up, finally he comes and says, Master, I don't know what is sound of one hand clapping, but now I know one thing. Because I am sitting in this forest for so many years, now I started speaking with the trees. Trees have started relating with me. I am able to hear their moods or their feelings. I am able to just feel their experiences. I don't know what is happening to me. The master says, you got it. This is what? The sound of one hand clapping. Means actually it is a technique to put you into the silence. Usually when you hear something, you will be so restless. You will always try to judge the whole thing. You will continuously try to judge things. You will be continuously judging. That's all. It's like you will be downloading everything. The post offices, they will have a box. There will be so many small boxes in that big box. And every small box will have one city's name on it. San Francisco, LA, San Jose, Oklahoma. They will read the letter address and they will put the letters in that box so that they can find it. The sorting will be done. Same way, in your mind also, you will be continuously downloading my words. The moment I make some statement, you take this word and you process it and download it. Either you put it in the box of acceptance or okay, he says, let me listen. There are 5-6 boxes. Or let me follow. Or no, this is not going to work. You have so many boxes. You try to download my words. The moment you download it, you lost the whole thing. You lost the effort. You are not listened. You are not listening. You are doing two processes. One is listening and another one is judging. When I say listen, I am talking to you. I say don't judge, just listen. Just listen without even judging, without even bothering about understanding it. People come and ask me, Swamiji, I don't know English, can I attend the meditation camp? In India, when I do meditation camp in the regional languages, they ask me, I don't know the particular language, can I attend the program? I tell them, you are the right person to attend. At least you will sit without chattering, inner chattering. You will just sit in front of me. That is all we need. Actually, if you can just sit without having the inner chattering, simply the message can be transmitted. What I want to say will be simply expressed. Whatever I can say, I will be able to express it in silence. In much better way, I will be able to express it in silence than through words. I can't teach in silence, because if I stop talking, you will start talking inside you. There is a beautiful sloka. Shankara sings about Shiva, Dakshinamurti. Chitram padadaro mule, Vriddha Sishya Guru Yuva, Gurostu Maunam Vyagyanam, Sishyastu Chinna Samsaya. The translation of this verse is, oh, what a great surprise. A small boy is sitting as a guru, as a master, and all elderly people, his grandfather's age, they are all sitting as a disciple and listening to him under this banyan tree. What great surprise. Just by his silence, he is able to transform the lives. He is able to transmit the ultimate knowledge. People ask me, Swamiji, why don't you also teach in silence? Like Dakshinamurti. Dakshinamurti is the incarnation of Shiva. He is considered to be a young person who became enlightened. He is a guru of young age. He has become a master in a very young age. All his disciples are very elderly persons. He used to just sit with them. The disciples used to get enlightened. People ask me, Swamiji, why don't you teach through silence? I tell them, I can teach, but you will not be able to listen. If I stop talking, you will start talking inside you. I am continuously talking so that at some time you will feel tired of judging me and drop the judging attitude. That is why I use so much of different techniques, so many different techniques. such a complicated methods, so at some time you will feel tired and drop the inner chattering. You will stop judging. You will start listening. The moment you stop judging, you really start listening. The moment you start listening, in that very moment you become enlightened. J. Krishnamurti says, right listening is God. People go and ask him, Master, please help us to become enlightened. Please give us your grace. He always used to tell, right listening is God. Just listen, that's enough. Listening itself can liberate you. Just a simple listening. You may be thinking, how can it be? We have complicated our whole structure. When you are listening, either you agree with me or you reject what I say. Both the way you are rejecting. Please be very clear, even if you agree with what I say, mentally, you are rejecting in a way. Because the moment you agree with me, you will put me in the agreeing box. You are never going to open that box, that is the problem. You will put me in the agreeing box, you will tell, all right, one more good lecture. Or I have seen some people will be planning, after the lecture I should go near Swami and tell, Swamiji, you spoke well. As if you have discovered something newly. I spoke well, that I know. I am not sitting and waiting for your certificate. I always see, when I speak, people will be calculating what they should come and tell me, just to get my attention. Actually, that is not going to help. I have always seen people planning about what to tell me, and they will miss what I am speaking. After that, they will come and tell me, oh Swamiji, you spoke so wonderful. I think such a wonderful thing. You spoke beautifully. I just guess and come, what I spoke, tell me. Oh, that Swamiji, that, you spoke nicely. That now you don't ask me. I spoke nicely, but they can't say what I spoke. When you continuously judge, even if you agree with me, you may agree, but you will not realize what I say. Listening is an art. It's a wonderful art. It's like open your whole being and relax. Never allow any judgment to happen in your being. Whatever words come, allow these words to penetrate you, that's all. Nothing else is necessary. Allow these words just to penetrate you without judging it. The moment you start judging, you keep me only in the conscious level. You don't let me go into your being level. First thing, creating pressure that you should remember means trying to take notes outside or inside. There is one more thing. You try to take notes inside also sometime. You think, oh, this I should remember and go and tell my friends. Many people, when they sit in my discourse, they will try to remember. They will think, oh, this I should go and tell my wife. This I should go and tell my mother-in-law. This I should go and tell my daughter-in-law. Or they will think, tomorrow I should surely bring her. She should listen to all these things. Please be very clear, I am talking to you. Listen, I am talking to you. The moment you decide, I will go and tell this to this person, that person, you have stopped that person moment. You have stopped listening. You escape from that person moment. You are not listening anymore. My words are not going to touch you anymore because you are already preparing for tomorrow's discourse, for your discourse. You are already preparing for your tomorrow's discourse. Please be very clear. Don't prepare your dialogues or don't prepare for your sermon from my discourse. sermon in the house. That is what continuously all of us are doing. One person came and started weeping in front of me. Swamiji, I'm suffering, please give me some solution. My wife is torturing me. I asked him, what's your profession? He said, I'm a doctor. What she is doing? She is BABL. BABL means lawyer in India. India lawyer. I asked him, she doesn't go to court. He said, no Swamiji, she argues in the house itself. She argues in the house itself. Don't prepare statements and stories to support your argument in the house. Most of the time, we pick up all these ideas and start thinking, next time I should tell this to my friends. Next time I should tell all these things to my brother or my wife, my son, all these things. When you start preparing for your lecture, you miss my lecture. You miss the effort. You may have the meaning, but you will miss the effort. Two things. You may have what I mean, but you will not have what is. It's in Sanskrit, that is what they call it in a two-way. One is the linguistic and phonetic part. Linguistic part is understanding the meaning. Phonetic part is the very vibration. With Master's words, the very vibration is living. If you can just listen to those vibrations without bothering about understanding, without even bothering about judging, you will be able to penetrate into the core of my message. People ask me, Swamiji, do you mean to say that we should not understand what you say? I tell you, even if you try, you can't understand. This is the truth. You may think that you understood, that's all. We may think we understood, but we can never understand. Because my dictionary is different, your dictionary is different. When I say the word soul, if you go and refer the Oxford Dictionary, you can never have the meaning in which I expressed. When I say the word God, it's a living energy for me. When you use the word God, it is just an idea. It is only an idea. If you understand this one story, it will be really nice. In one of his discourses, Vivekananda says, Ramakrishna is an incarnation, God himself. Some of Ramakrishna's disciples, they asked Vivekananda, how can you say that? We are also his disciples. You can say he's an enlightened man, but how can you say he's a God himself? There is too much. This is too much. Usually these masters, the older they are, the more respect they receive. And if they have died long ago, they receive more respect. When they are living, they are never respected. When they are living, you can see all the masters' life. They are stoned, crucified, murdered, everything. The moment they are gone, people will start worshipping. As long as they are there, they will become only troubled. The moment they are gone, they will given all the puja. That's a beautiful saying. The grandfather, as long as he is alive, he will be staying outside in the outhouse. The moment he dies, his photograph will be there in the main hall. As long as he is alive, he will be there in the outhouse. The moment he dies, his photograph will be there in the main hall. He can come into the house only as a photograph. Same way with the masters also. When they are gone, we start respecting them. As long as they are there, we take them for granted. So, these days they say, no, how can he be God? You can say he's an enlightened person. We can't say he's a God. Then Vivekananda asked them, what do you know by the word God? What do you know by the word God? He asked. The disciple replies, God means omnipresent, omniscient, omnipotent. Vivekananda asked, what do you mean by the word omnipotent? Means he can do everything. He can do anything. What do you mean by the word omnipresent? He is everywhere. Everywhere means what? He is in this pillar, he is in this person, he is in this chair, he is everywhere. He is in this pillar means the pillar and he are two different things are same. He started arguing. Vivekananda started arguing. The disciple slowly backed out. No, that much I don't know. I just know God means omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient. And Vivekananda makes a beautiful statement. All your idea about God is your idea about God. It is not God itself. Ramakrishna is far higher, superior than all your ideas about God. He says beautifully, whatever idea you have about God is just an idea. Your idea is far more higher than all your ideas, is just beyond your mind. With this one story, you can understand, whatever you know is just words. If I say a few words, you will try to understand those words with the words which you already know. You learn some words in the schools, in the universities, in the colleges. If I speak something, you will try to refer those words quick way and you will make a meaning out of those understandings. You will make meaning for my words from your dictionary. Words are mine, dictionary is yours. That is where the problem starts. You think you understand, but I tell you, the spiritual truths can neither be uttered nor understood. I am continuously speaking not to make you understand what is truth, but to make your inner chattering tired, so that you will feel a little tired and stop judging. That is the reason continuously I am speaking day in and day out. There is not even a single day I don't give a discourse. It's like my food. Every day I am speaking. In last 2 years, they have recorded 3,000 DVDs. 3,000 different discourses they have recorded in last 2 years. I don't know how I spoke. Continuously things are happening. I am speaking not to make somebody understand what is truth, but to make them understand only when you drop your inner chattering, you can realize or experience what is truth. When I say listen, I am talking to you. I mean just listen. Neither try to take notes in the notebooks or in the mind. Taking notes in the mind means thinking, let me go on, repeat this to my husband, to my wife. She should learn all these things. In my meditation camps, I always tell people, husband, wives or relatives should not should not sit next to each other. Because if I support the husbands, immediately they will turn towards wife. Listen. We support the wives. The wives will listen. How many times I told you? And Swami says only you will understand. I will be speaking and there another one, commentary will be going on. Actually, nobody thinks I am speaking to them. People always pass my words. Passing the buck. People always think what Swami says It's truth, but I am not so bad. What he says, something applies to me, but not everything. Maybe the other things he's speaking for the next person. That is the problem when we give the common discourses, the public lectures. Everybody thinks, oh, this is not for me, this is for that person. As long as I don't touch your ego, I massage your ego, you take all those words as said to you. You think, oh, this is for me, this is for me, this is for me. The moment I touch your ego, the moment I touch where you have your investments, you start telling, no, this is not for me. I think this is for the next person. I think this is for that person, not for me. We just escape if something is directly addressed to our being. And be very clear, if you feel that some words are not for you, that is specially for you. Straight away to you. Don't try to pass the buck to the next person. And everybody passes the buck to the next person. Finally, only chairs listen to me. That is what happens. Finally, only chairs get enlightened. Only chairs and the tables get enlightened. Because everybody thinks, oh, this is for that person, this is for that person, this is for that person. Finally, it reaches only the chairs and carpets. It never reaches any living beings. First thing, don't think this is for somebody. And don't prepare to repeat this to somebody else. And one more thing. If you repeat even the same words without even changing a comma or a full stop, if you repeat exactly the same thing to somebody without you experiencing it, you will be harming that person. Please be very clear. What you say is not important. From which level of consciousness you say is important. What you say is not important. From which level of consciousness you say is important. And what you hear is not important. With which level of consciousness you hear is important.
Yes, that was a beautiful satsang by Swamiji on how powerful the technique of listening is. How just by listening we become God. Now we'll be moving into the internalization process. Listening is an art. The internalization process is any problem, ask who am I? Just by asking this who am I and seeing yourself as a third person, not involved in your life but as a third person away from your life, we'll get many solutions to our problems. Now take 5 minutes, just sit and write down all your thoughts. Next, analyze your thoughts. What are you thinking? What is going on in your mind? Just analyze and find out where these thoughts are. Just like mind is just like a small kid. If you tell him keep quiet, do this, do that, he'll never obey. Just you watch him, very relaxed way. Slowly, let him go around the hall. Just sit and watch him. You will see within 2 to 3 minutes, he will just do what you want. For the next few minutes, we'll be doing this process.
Yes. So this brings us to the end of this internalization exercise. This process of watching your thoughts and leading to the silencing of the inner chatter, it is one of the most powerful processes which Swamiji has given, which has been a part of Hinduism from time immemorial, of making us come back to the present moment, to our source, as Swamiji puts it, to the source of our first person, Paramashiva, and making us realize who we really are, and then manifesting it in our life, where listening plays a role. And for listening to happen, it is important for us to be in the present moment, right? Where this whole thing comes into actual practice. Let us now watch another video where Swamiji further expands on this whole idea of dropping the mind and restoring your center, coming back to your center by dropping the mind. How to do it, what is the significance? Let's directly watch this video. Bhagavan himself is speaking, so let's come back to the space of listening and watch this video.
Today's subject is drop your mind, find your center. Let's enter into the today's sutra, then we will see what Shiva says in that sutra and why he is telling us to drop our mind. What's the reason? Damantachova sambuddha Sukshamagnitilakakritam Bindam shikante hritaye Layante dhyayato layaha. Very beautiful sloka. Sanskrit is not only important linguistically, it is important phonetically also. The very sound, the very vibration created by that mantras does something to your being, does something to you. Let me repeat the sutra, Shiva's words, then we will enter into the meaning. What Shiva means by saying the word drop your mind. Damantachova sambuddha Sukshmagnitilakakritam Bindum shikante hritaye Layante dhyayato layaha. Let me give you a translation. To tell you honestly, the translation is not expressing the whole thing which is expressed in mantra in the Sanskrit original words, but this is the translation as now available. To tell you honestly, even if I translate, I can't do anything more than that, because the Sanskrit is, that language is so profound. It is specially created to express the inexpressible, to express the truth which can't be expressed by words. So it's very poetic. What Shiva means by the sutra, I'll try to explain through this whole discourse. But what best we can do the literal translation. I'll try to give you the literal translation. Literal translation says, when on a bed or a seat, asana means comfortably. Stiram, sukham, itam, asanam. In Sanskrit we say, which is comfortable and steady for your body, which does not need your attention, which does not need your awareness. In some position, when you are in some position, if your body doesn't ask your attention, means if your body doesn't hurt you, means you are in right position, you are in right asana. When on a bed or on a seat. Let yourself become weightless beyond mind. Beautiful. Such a simple, wonderful technique to go beyond mind. Shiva is actually teaching how to make your whole life into meditation, how to constantly jump into the space of no mind, how to constantly jump into the space of eternal consciousness, how to jump into the peace which is in your being through all possible methods. If you are talking to somebody, he teaches you how to talk so that you can enter into meditation. If you are listening to somebody, he teaches you how to listen so that you can enter into meditation. If you are eating, he is teaching you how to eat so that you can enter into meditation. If you are drinking something, he teaches you how to drink. He is practically giving you techniques to enter into meditation using all things which you do in your life. Actually, you cannot become enlightened just by one or two simple things. You can become enlightened just by one or two simple things if you are really intense. But if you are intense, then you don't need enlightenment. You are already enlightened. You are here because you are not complete, you are not intense. So naturally just one or two things won't help. Shiva is here to open all possible doors. He is pushing you into that source, into your being, into that bliss through all possible doors. He is the first and last master who opened all the doors. There are so many masters who opened one door, two, maximum 10. Shiva is the master, first and last, because still nobody else has done that job. He is opening all the doors. All possible doors are opened by him in this single book. According to me, this book is the unabridged dictionary of all spiritual philosophies. All spiritual philosophies are recorded, I can say, created, expressed through this book in an unabridged way, in its fullest form. He says, when on a bed or a seat, let yourself become weightless, beyond mind. If you see Shiva sitting, he is sitting in the same way only. How he says he is sitting in the same way. That's why I always tell people, Shiva is Shiva Sutra. He is expressing his own being. You can't separate Shiva and Shiva Sutra. You can't separate master and experience. When you try to have some part of Shiva or benefits, only benefits from Shiva, without accepting his wholeness, his whole being, then you are in trouble. Somebody asked me in Los Angeles, Swamiji, Shiva is represented by phallic symbol, means sex organ in India. In India, if you go to any temple, there won't be any temple in India which doesn't have that Shiva Linga. It's a sex organ. How can you worship Shiva in this form? What is this? Please be very clear. It is not just sex organ. It is the representation of creativity, energy, from where we are all born. The energy from where we all have come out. It is the representation of our father and mother energy. The universal father and mother energy. From where we all have come out. From whom we all have originated. The linga represents the universal father, cosmic father. The yoni represents the cosmic mother, universal mother. Through this form, we are representing the cosmic mother and cosmic father. And one more thing, unless you accept the root energy, the base energy which is in you, you can't transform it. You can't transform it. People use only few benefits which they get from master, do not understand or try to realize the whole of the master. God is only just utility for us. Like a pickle, whenever you want, you just touch it. When you don't want, you just push it aside. Small story. Guy met with an accident, taken to Mercy Hospital, in emergency room. After treatment, after 2 days, he is slowly regaining from coma. He is coming back to consciousness. Doctor and nurse, both of them were standing near him. Both of them were giving confidence to him. They are saying, don't worry, you are all right, you will become all right within few days. Nurse asked, are you covered by insurance? He said, no. Then will you pay in cash? He said, I am afraid I may not be able to. She asked, do you have any relatives? No, I have only one sister. She is also become nun in New York. She is a real spinster. Nurse was really offended. She said, don't talk. Sir, I want you to understand, nuns are not spinsters. They are married to God. He said, oh, in that case, send my bill to my brother-in-law. In that case, send the bill to my brother-in-law. Be very clear. God cannot be just a utility. We are all trying to use God as just an utility. We are all trying to use the Master's utility. As long as he does and says things which we can understand and agree according to our frame, things are really beautiful. Okay. But when he does something which we don't understand, which is beyond our understanding, we are not able to understand. And we start criticizing. We start opposing. Of course, we are the one who are losers. Anyhow. Now, if you see this Shiva statue, is exactly expressing the sutra which he is speaking. Of course, you don't have to see the statue. Even if you are not able to see it, it's okay. He is just sitting straight. The same way in which he is explaining. And he is represented by a sex organ, Shivalinga. Why he is represented by that organ, and why he is sitting and meditating, what he wants to say through the sutra, and how all these three things are connected is the whole discourse. Sutra says, when on a bed or a seat, let yourself become weightless beyond mind. Shiva says, becoming weightless will take you beyond mind. Let me tell you about an experiment about which I read. Around the world, this experiment is going on. Still, doctors are trying. Doctors are trying to weigh the body of the man before death and after death. Constantly they are trying to weigh, because the East is claiming that soul leaves the body. All the Eastern masters are claiming soul leaves the body when a person dies. They just want some proof. If something leaves the body, then naturally it should become weightless. Some weight should reduce. Because according to science, everything has got weight. According to science, everything has got weight. The big problem is science has entered into the realm of only matter. Only in matter level, everything has got weight. Now they even measured sun rays, the weight of sun rays. They say 10 square miles. The sun rays which falls on 10 square miles, if you weigh them, it comes to the weight of 1 hair. Now they are able to weigh even the sun rays. They have proved everything has got weight. So now the only thing which they are trying to do, they are trying to weigh a body before death and after death, so that if there is a weight difference, if there is a less weight, then they can understand the weight of the soul. They are trying their best. All over the world the research is going on. But not only weight is not reducing, suddenly the weight is increasing. See, when a soul leaves the body, not only weight is not reducing, but weight is only increasing. Now doctors are in a big confusion. Because as far as they know, everything has got weight. And all these masters and mystics are constantly repeating, soul leaves the body when you die. Then there must be weight difference. Your weight should become a little less when you are alive and after your death. But instead of weight reducing, your body is gaining the weight. What's going on? They are not able to understand. You need to understand an important secret. This is the key of this whole sutra. Your presence is weightlessness. Your presence is weightlessness. Whenever you are present inside your body, you are weightless. That is why when you leave the body, it becomes more heavy. When you leave the body, it becomes more heavy. One more thing, whenever you feel your body is heavy, that part of the body is losing your presence. If you have knee pain, you have not given your presence to the knees. That is why that portion is heavy. If you are feeling heavy in the stomach, you have not given your presence to stomach. That's why that part feels heavy. In every part, you feel heavy when you don't give your presence to that part. That is why when your presence leaves your body gains weight. Means your presence is weightlessness. By the very nature, your presence is weightlessness. When the weightlessness leaves your body becomes heavy. Not only with human beings, even with animals they are experimenting. They are experimenting even with animals. The moment the animal dies, the body becomes heavy. One more thing, and this is the amazing thing. Even before chemical change starts happening, you may say because of some chemical changes, the fluids may become solid. That may be the reason why the weight is increasing. Doctors are saying, even before the chemical changes starts happening, the moment the person is dead, immediately, because the chemical changes, it takes at least 3-4 hours. Even before the chemical changes starts happening, the weight is increasing. Still they are not able to find the mystery behind this research. They are yet to catch up with the spirituality. They are yet to catch up with the spirituality. Thousands of years ago, Shiva says, your presence is weightlessness. Now, with so much of research, they are proving the same thing. They are proving the same thing, but the problem is they are not able to clearly create a formula, technology out of this truth. Shiva has not only said the truth, he has created a beautiful technology, practical way to use this truth. He has created applied science also. Actually, all scientific discoveries, when they are doing, the person who discovers, the scientist himself is not aware of the utility or the practical application of the research or what he has discovered. Later on they start using it, applying it in the life. Only then the person who invented suddenly realizes, oh God, there are so many ways this truth is getting used. Even Einstein was shocked when some scientists declared his theory has got practical value. In some of his letters he writes, I never thought it has got some practical value. I always thought it has got only theoretical value. Like a Big Bang theories. There are so many theories. Just yesterday I read a beautiful article. They say that now they are coming up with more and more evidence in NASA to prove in less than a microsecond, from subatomic level to macrocosmic level, the whole universe has happened. The whole universe happened from subatomic level to the macrocosmic level, to the whole universal level in less than microsecond. They are describing in a very detailed way what Taittiriya Upanishad, one of the beautiful Upanishad, it says, Atmana Akasha. From Atman, Akasha just appeared. Akashat Vayuhu. Vayor Agnihi. Agner Apaha. Apa Prithvihi. Prithivyor Annam. He says in Taittiriya Upanishad, the great seer, Rishi says, a great saint, he says, just like that, without any gap in time or in space, simply the space exploded from consciousness. From the space came the air. From the air came Agni, fire. From fire came water. From water came earth. From earth came the life, or the source of life, the seed of life. Vedas always believed, and they are always telling the universe happened just like that. They say just like that it happened, it expressed, it exploded. Now the NASA is saying the same thing. They say less than microsecond. I don't know how you will measure less than microsecond. But they say less than microsecond only it took for from subatomic level to the macrocosmic, universal level. Just like that it happened. Anyhow, whatever the scientists are trying to prove, not only the truth, the application of the truth, both are presented by these great masters. Shiva says, your presence is weightlessness. Your presence is weightlessness. Let you be very clear. This is an important key to understand this whole sutra. Daman Dachobha Sambhukta Sukshmagni Tilakakritim Bindam Shikante Hritaye Layante Dhyayato Layaha. Layante means non-existence or weightlessness. Even weightlessness is not a right word because I don't have any other word, I am using that word. Please understand the truth which I am expressing, which I am explaining. That will give you an idea. Beautiful sutra. Layante dhyayato layaha. It says, become weightless and enter into the laya, means beyond the mind, the weightless space itself. Let you become weightless and enter the space beyond mind. The key is your presence is weightlessness. You can see in your life, if you are feeling heaviness in some part of the body, you have not given your presence to that part of the body. You have not attended that part of the body. If you have a knee pain or stomach pain, just put your awareness on that area for 10 minutes. Simply you will see the pain will disappear. I tell you, because not only I practiced, there are so many of our devotees, disciples who are doctors, medical doctors have practiced this technique. And they say it really works, Swamiji. All you need to do is, where you have pain, just put your awareness in that area. Do not remember the word pain, just drop that word and look what is happening in that area. Just see what is happening in that area. Just relax. Just give your presence and you will see, simply experience the weightlessness. Not only with your body, even with other persons, even in the outer world, if you are feeling heavy with somebody, give your attention, the weight will disappear. You will carry your heaviness. As long as you don't have courage to give your attention to that person, as long as you don't have courage to open with that person, if you can open up and drop the heaviness, you will see even your relationship becomes weightless. You will not have weight in your head. All your ego is nothing but you not giving your presence, you not giving your awareness to that part of you. Wherever it hurts, whether it is physical, mental, in relationship wise, give your awareness, give your presence. Immediately that hurting will disappear. Because your presence by its own nature heals. Your presence, your very presence has got the power to heal. People ask me, Swamiji, for your meditation techniques, for your healing, your presence is necessary. I tell them, my presence is not necessary, your presence is enough. For my healing to work, for my meditations to work, my presence is not necessary, your presence is enough. But you need to give your presence. You forgot how to be present. That is why you are depending on my presence. If you can be present, you don't need my presence. You don't need my presence. You are caught with so many things. You are caught in so many things. Even if you are present physically, never ever think you are present here. You can see in your life, morning when you get up and brush your teeth, already your mind is in the office, thinking and planning. When you are sitting in the office, already you are in the house, trying to clean and do something. When you are in the house, already you are in the temple or beach or in the discourse, thinking what you are supposed to do going there and what you should do, what you are supposed to do and what you are not supposed to do, with whom you want to fight, with whom you want to relate, and what you want to do this, what you plan everything. When you are in the lecture, already you are sitting here and thinking when to go back to the house. I don't know when he will finish the lecture, and I don't know when the energization will be over. I don't know how long it is going to take. I think in the gap itself I will go away. I have to go. It is getting too late nowadays. The energization is ending only in 11 o'clock. You are sitting and planning. Be very clear. If you are here, you are not here. That one thing is sure. If you are here, you are not here. You forgot how to be present. You forgot how to be simple. You forgot how to be relaxed. You forgot how to be. That is why you are constantly dependent on my presence. If you can relax into your presence, you don't need my presence. Shiva says, your presence is weightlessness. Layante means nothingness, disappearing. By your very presence, you are weightlessness. For example, see, feel how a cow is lying and he is there, he is eating, he is swallowing, he is drinking, but there is no being inside. He has got life, but there is no individuality. There is no personality. For your body to carry its regular things, for your body to live on this planet Earth, you don't need personality. You don't need individuality. Your body can be alive on this planet Earth without personality. Let it be very clear, constantly you are frightened, threatened by society unless you carry your identities, unless you hold on to your identities, you cannot protect yourself. But it is your identity which creates all physical and mental sickness. When somebody gives you torture, when somebody gives you suffering, you feel sick of them. But one thing which gives you constant suffering, which nags you whole day, you don't feel sick of that. That's your identity. Constantly you are being nagged, beaten, tortured, but you don't feel sick of it. Because society has taught you, without it you can't live. Without it you can't live. I tell you, without it you will live in a much more beautiful way, in a much more wonderful way. Whenever it is necessary, automatically your biointelligence will awaken. Even if you have to fight, automatically your being will fight. Whatever has to happen, those words will come out, that body language will express, and you will relax. You will not be bothered. You will not carry that constant irritation. I have always seen people who do rehearsal to fight, when they are on the spot, they will not be able to fight, because all the arguments which they prepared will not come to their memory. They would have prepared all the arguments. I have always seen his wives or husbands, after the fight is over, when they are sitting in the sofa in different rooms, that time all the arguments which you thought you should, which did not come to the memory, will come back. Sidhu is telling, yeah. Whatever arguments which would have helped you to win, or you think would have helped you to win, which did not come at that time, will be coming in when you are sitting alone. And you will be ready with all these arguments. When he comes back from the office, you will start again. And suddenly again you will say, after 2-3 statements, you forget the big project which you prepared, or the big file which you prepared. It's not there again. And you wait, again that night you will be sitting and doing your homework, remembering everything, and next day morning when you start again, you will miss. Person who fights with individuality, means having an individuality and fighting, even fighting you won't be able to do properly. Let you be clear. You always think with individuality you can protect yourself. You can't. Because with individuality, constantly you are dependent on your past experience. You are preparing arguments. If he says this way, I will tell this way. If he talks this way, I will talk this way. If he comes this way, I will come this way. You are ready with some 10-12 type of arguments. And one important thing, present is never going to be like a past. Even if he comes with the same argument, sometimes just because of your pressure or tension, you will not have exact counter argument. After fighting, after 1 hour, suddenly you will remember, Arey, this is what I thought, now I forgot. You will be sitting and repenting. I think all of you will be able to relate with the example what I am saying. All of you would have gone through the same. Let it be very clear. Even in your life, you cannot protect you if you carry the identity, if you carry individuality, if you carry personality, because it is completely related to past. It is nowhere related to present. It's nothing to do with present. It is nothing to do with spontaneity. Whenever I remember a word spontaneous, I have a beautiful story. At least I think I would have told this story 100 times, but I never miss a chance to tell this story because it is such a beautiful story. How the person who is not cultured through education or so-called civilization, how they have sharp spontaneity. You can always see person who has not gone through the so-called culture or so-called civilization, so-called education, so-called trainings, he will be more spontaneous and alive. He can handle things in a much more straight way. Because all social training is nothing but training to prepare yourself before entering into the situation. Forget about fights. Even when you go to meet your friend in the car itself, you will be preparing all the dialogues. All the dialogue. You can't even meet your friend spontaneously. Even if you go to meet your friend, you are not dependent on your spontaneity. You do not trust your spontaneity. You do not trust your weightlessness. You are preparing the file. You are preparing the file. What should I tell? It's because you have to impress him or impress her. The game of impressing is going on. Even with your friend, you cannot relax. That is why actually dialogue never happens. I can say at least after the age of 6 or 7, dialogue never happens in your life. You listen to the other person so that now you can start shouting. Actually, you listen to the other person, you are not even listening, you are preparing your argument in that gap time. So by that time, you start putting all your things and he starts preparing his argument. The listening never happens. Listening never happens. Just each one is preparing and doing only the catharsis. Actually, psychoanalysts are paid just to listen. You don't have anybody to listen in the modern day. What will you do? There is nobody to listen. If you start talking to your wife, she says, keep your problems with you, I have enough. If you start talking to your husband, he says, enough, relax, I have enough. And he starts telling his stories. That is why you need psychoanalyst. He listens to your story just to he gets paid just to listen to your stories. Nothing else. Really, the modern days, the person goes to psychoanalyst and you are made to lie down on the couch and they put the screen also. Freudians, they put screen because the emotional attachment should not happen. Only then you will be very objective. So they put the screen between the patient and the doctor. And sometimes you don't even know whether the doctor is sitting other side or not. It seems it happened once. Doctor prepared a audio cassette saying, more. Next, what happened? What's going on? Yes, right. Just these words. He prepared audio cassettes. Whenever patient comes, he will make them lie down on that couch, put the screen, switch on the tape, go away. one day, by mistake, even before the patient finished the statement, the audio system started telling, yes, go ahead. Then the patient had a little doubt. What is happening? He just moved the screen and saw the other side tape recorder is sitting. And next day onwards, he started bringing his own recorded version. Moment doctor goes away, he puts his cassette and goes away, that's all. Two tape recorders are sitting and listening to each other. When doctor can keep a cassette, why not me? He records in the house itself whatever he wants to say. He brings the cassette, puts the cassette, and the moment doctor moves out of his cabin, he also puts the cassette and goes away. It is nothing but two tape recorders listening to each other. Actually, man has become never so poor in the whole civilization like 21st century. In 21st century, he doesn't have even people to listen to him. Forget about healing him. He doesn't have people even to listen to him. Over. He is completely out. I don't know what is in store or what is next. I think nothing more can happen. Nothing more can happen. One thing we can all be sure, nothing worse can happen now. Everything has been done. Nothing more can be done. Nothing more needs to be done also. Nothing more needs to be done. Anyhow, Shiva says, by your very nature, you are weightless, spontaneous. If you are feeling one important technique, if you want to find out whether you are egoistic or not, if you are constantly having a heaviness around this area, if you are constantly remembering your head, be very clear, you have tremendous ego. If you are aware of your head, let you be very clear, you have ego. You may say, sometimes I don't feel aware, I am not aware of my head at all, Swamiji. When you laugh loudly, when you are dancing, when you are sitting with somebody with whom you feel connected, your beloved, rarely with your husband, or rarely with father or with mother, when you are really opened yourself, at those few moments you won't feel the boundary of your head. You won't feel you have a head. You will feel the weightlessness. Those moments really you are experiencing meditation. Those moments you are having the glimpse of meditation. When you are loudly laughing or dancing, not to show to anybody, or not as a professional dancer, just jumping for no reason. See these kids whirling? They don't whirl so that somebody will pay them for them. They don't whirl, after that they can collect a ticket. No. Just jump, just whirling, just out of joy, just out of celebrating. Just because 4 or 5 are there and you can see each other in joy and you can just see the other smiles and just you are sharing the smiles. Just you are inspired by the smiles. When you jump around, same way, when you paint, just inspired by smiles. When somebody sees and he enjoys, if you are inspired just by that smile and do something, you will feel the boundarylessness in the head. You will be spontaneous. As long as you are aware or you have boundary, you are pressured, you can't be creative, you can't be artistic. There is a beautiful story, Zen story. Disciple, great painter, was asked by the master to paint the master. Master is sitting, disciple is painting. Whole day he painted, finished the painting. When he showed the painting to the master, master first thing he did give a big blow. Simply kicked him. In Zen masters are not so-called cultured or polished. They will straight away work. They don't talk much. They don't waste time in talking. The disciple was shocked. What is this? What have I done? He said, fool, don't paint you, paint me. Don't paint you, paint me. When you do it with your ego, you will paint you. Your idea about me. How you look at me, not me. Disciple was not able to understand. Every day, 5 to 6 hours, disciple sits with master and paints. Finally, just to get the beating. And it goes on and on and on for 10 days. Finally, that day, actually, master is working on the disciple. He is teaching him how to paint egolessly, how to paint without personality, without individuality. Creating after enough of pressure, now the moment disciple sees the master, he starts shivering. He has started shivering. In those days, disciples used to be afraid of master. Once upon a time, disciples used to be afraid of master. Anyhow, finally, the last day, when disciple was painting, suddenly master says, I wanted to go to bathroom, you continue your painting. He went away. When he came back, he saw the disciple was painting without his being. He accepted that painting. Not only that, he says, now you understood how to paint without being. You may think how it happened. The moment master moved, the pressure on the disciple's head has disappeared. The pressure, he is being watched. The pressure he has to satisfy has disappeared. The moment that has disappeared, he was able to do it in a beautiful way without the being, without the personality. Before he started painting, in his head there was so many pressure to satisfy this person, that person, this and that. So many weights were there on his head. When he started working with the master by creating big pressure, he removed all other pressures. Actually, if you get married, you won't have any other suffering. That one suffering is enough to take away. And this reflexology, if you go through reflexology, you will not have any other pain, because that pain is that pain is enough to take away all other pains. Same way, sometimes big pains takes away all the small pains. Master sits on him and takes away all other weights. And after removing all other weights, he removes himself. And suddenly disciple feels the weightlessness and enters into the spontaneity.
Yes. What a wonderful, beautiful revelation by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism on how to really drop the mind, drop the inner chatter, drop the ego itself, and just let the existence flow by being in that centered state where we are connected with the source, where we are the source, in fact. So, drawing from this beautiful revelation, holding this powerful cognition, let us now close today's session. So, tomorrow we'll be having another series of beautiful sessions, discourses, powerful cognitions, internalization exercises, power manifestation sessions, and of course, the Darshan by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And we'll be beginning, as usual, with Nityananda Yoga. intense yoga session. So we invite all the participants to kindly be there on time. Do the yoga intensely so that you are ready to receive all the powerful cognitions and initiations throughout the day. So be there on time, and we'll be starting again for tomorrow's sessions. So for today, let us now close with the Purna Mantra, holding our hands in the Namaskara Mudra, expressing deep gratitude towards the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Please chant along with us. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Bhagavad Nityananda Paramashivoham Arpanamastu. Om Nityanandam. Thank you, Nityanandam.
I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes.